Age 12 and up, ground-based strength and conditioning program. Always consult your physician or qualified health professional regarding your health before beginning this or any exercise and training course or program. Now keep in mind, if at any time the athlete, trainee, or even you feels dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous, or just not right, stop exercising, sit down, and ask another adult, parent, legal guardian for help and assistance. First thing we're going to cover is the 4-square agility drill and what you need to execute it. All you need is some masking tape and an area where you can create on the floor a square with 4 squares within it. So basically a large square with 4 quadrants. And you're going to label those 4 areas like this. Now, in our home gym, we use the intersection, or where 4 stall or barn mats meet on our gym floor, and we just take masking tape and we mark off 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to get barn or stall mats, any ag supply store like Tractor Supply, Big R, Farm and Fleet, Fleet Farm, etc. carries them. They're usually around $25 to $40 depending if you catch a sale. And that will give you the cross for the center of the 4 square, or you can just tape it off on the floor with your masking tape. The next thing you're going to need is a doorway pull-up bar. There's a number of options available for this today. All of them are low cost. They range in price from like $30 or $35 all the way up to somewhere around $100. Amazon or Facebook Marketplace is going to be your best bet to find one for your home. The next thing you'll need to pick up is a suspension trainer. This is a knockoff of the TRX, which is a yellow and black. They kind of created the suspension trainers. I've used both the TRX and this Lifeline Jungle Gym you see in the image in a commercial gym with hundreds and hundreds of people. Both of them hold up well, but given the price point of the red and black Lifeline suspension trainer you see in the image, this one is about half the price often of a new TRX, and I would go with this one. It's what we use at home. It's going to hold up. It's going to work just fine for your needs. You can definitely get it on Amazon, but again, always check Facebook Marketplace. Next piece of equipment is a generic balance board. This is kind of a knockoff of the original Indo board. You can find these on Amazon. They're anywhere from like $60, $65 and up. This is the one we actually bought in our commercial gym. When I owned a training center and commercial gym, we had Indo boards. This works just as well, but it's a much lower cost. Again, you can find it on Amazon, but I would be sure to check Facebook Marketplace and see what you can pick up near you first. Next piece of equipment is a hex bar or trap bar for doing deadlifts. The one on the right is a newer design. I probably wouldn't use that in a commercial gym environment, but I think for youth training at home, it's great because it allows you to use smaller diameter weight plates, but at the same time, the athlete can start executing the deadlift from the normal height as if they had large diameter, for example, 45-pound plates on the bar, whereas that chrome-plated hex bar, trap bar in the image, you can see if you put smaller diameter plate weight on there, the bar is going to be closer to the floor. The athlete can, depending on the athlete's height, end up starting the deadlift at a deficit. And there's reasons to do a deficit deadlift, but for the intentions of this program and training course, we just want the athlete to do a safe, effective trap bar deadlift. So I wouldn't be afraid to go with that black model. And again, you can find these on Amazon. You can also find them on Facebook Marketplace. Next piece of equipment is going to be adjustable dumbbells. There are a number of brands out there. The ones on the left are Power Blocks. I have 2 sets of Power Blocks in our gym. I have a set from 5 to 50, and then I have a commercial set from 5 to 90. They work totally fine. The one on the right I've never used, but it's similar to the Bowflex brand adjustable dumbbells. I'm sure any of them in the 5 to 50 pound range are going to be more than adequate for the athletes using this program. Until an individual is probably in the mid-teens, and if I had to guess body weight, probably in the over 150 pounds, over 160 pounds, you really are not going to need more than 50-pound dumbbells. So any of these adjustable sets that adjust from 5 to 50 are more than likely going to be adequate for the needs of your athlete training in a home environment. And there's no need to go and buy a few dozen pairs of dumbbells and get a large rack. These are cool because they occupy the space of about 2 shoe boxes. Powerlifting bands, these are going to be used for adduction, abduction, assisted pull-ups, some core movements. You can find a number of different brands on Amazon. Things to be aware of: you want the longer bands. You don't want the more hip circle bands that have become popular. So if you look, you're going to want bands that are around 40 inches in length. And then as the width increases, the tension increases. For the most part, you're only going to need the lighter resistance bands, which in this case, for this brand, the yellow and the red. But that black band is going to allow you to do things like assisted pull-ups. You can find these as a set on Amazon. I would probably go ahead and buy the set of the 3 because at some point you are going to use all 3. The last piece of equipment is a basic squat rack. These have come down significantly in price. Again, you're going to find this on Amazon. Also check your local Facebook Marketplace. These can be had for $160 or less, brand new. They're going to be more than enough for a young athlete to use in a home environment. They're going to hold up, and they should be more than safe. What you're going to need to get is an Olympic barbell and some plate weight. The best place to find the barbell and plate weight is going to be your local Facebook Marketplace. You can certainly get it on Amazon. You can get it from places like Rogue, etc. But Marketplace is probably going to be the least expensive, and you're not going to end up paying for shipping if you can do a local pickup. Now, ideally, you'd get a 315-pound set. You certainly don't have to, especially for younger athletes that are smaller in stature. They're not going to need all the weight. But one thing that I will encourage you to do is get some full-size diameter bumper plates. Bumper plates are the plates used in CrossFit, Olympic weightlifting. They're rubber-coated. So you got a rubber coating over the cast iron, so they're not going to beat up your floor. Full-size diameter means if you've ever been in a commercial gym, the 45-pound plates, back in the day, they were always cast iron. That size diameter with bumper plates, you can get in 10 and 25-pound plate weight. So you can get a full-size diameter bumper plate that's coated in rubber. Is going to be safe for your floor. Even if your kid can't lift the 45s or can't use 45-pound plates on the bar, they're going to be able to use a full diameter bumper plate if you get some of those 20 and 25 and 10-pound bumper plates. The rest you can just go and buy mix and match off Facebook Marketplace, and they can be the cast iron plates. But you are going to need some weights: Olympic barbell, Olympic plate weight set, Facebook Marketplace. Picking them up local is probably going to be your best bet to get those.